Hey guys, quick shave for you today. I got somewhere to be. The soap today is something I've been waiting on. Lamplight Penance from Declaration Grooming. My first time with it. My first time as well with this. A vintage Gillette, I'm sure as you probably figured out. It's open comb. It's an Aristocrat. It's American, not the UK. And this is actually, you can tell by the height of the head and from the rivets underneath that it's the actual 1934 Aristocrat. This was the first twist to open razor ever made. And I thought I bought one from eBay a while back, but it was misrepresented. Fortunately, I didn't overpay for it. But this one, and I can tell the difference immediately, is the actual 1934. So I'm looking forward to shaving with this guy. We've already got a Nacet blade in it with about 9 uses or so. Declaration B5 brush today. And let's just go ahead and roll. All right, get my face wet. A little more than 24 hours since last shave. Now, I believe that this might be Icarus, but I can't, when it came out, I don't remember. It doesn't say Icarus on the label. I don't think you can read that. It does have mango shea butter, bison tallow, lamb tallow, lanolin, goat's milk, so it could just be one of the other formulations. I've had this B5 soaking for a little while. Let's go ahead and put a few drops on the soap, why not? And this was the first B5 I ever bought, and I put it in this handle here. All right, so let's do 30 seconds of loading. 16 is right there, so we'll go to 46. I put on the aftershave last night, and I did smell that kind of burning wick that is associated with this scent, and I did get that sweetness. There's some kind of sweet, fruity, maybe citrus, something that comes through. I swear I've used that or a scent in some other medium before. Now this hasn't used before. Let's go ahead and do another 10 seconds of loading just to make sure I don't have to go back to the puck. And that might be 10 seconds, I can't remember. I'm gonna rinse off the threads. There we go. And then I can take my lather bowl. Link, it's a 3D printed bowl. The link is in the description if you have access to a 3D printer. Almost like a sweet, almost like a too sweet fruit, like a there was a Mickey Lee soap that had Ruby's Red or something like that seems to have a similar note. Peaches is listed in here and some other kind of fruit, but it doesn't really smell too much like that. Go ahead and get my syringe. Soft water at this location pretty much. I'm trying to figure out, that scent is actually not immediately something I'm attracted to. And it is stronger in the aftershave. I'm pretty much sure I'm not going to wear the aftershave, and so I'll probably pass that on to somebody else. Now the soap is not always going to represent 100% of the scent. It's going to hide some of it because of the nature of the soap base. If it hides the right things, then I might like the soap better than the aftershave. 2.5 teaspoons of water in there. So I'm excited. I have, ever since I got the Wolfman WR2 that I was wanting, hunted for that for a long time. The only thing really that was on my list was, of any consequence, was this 1934. Now if it doesn't shave very well, then, you know, I'll probably pass it on to somebody else. But I will have tried it. I don't know. Yeah, that fruitiness, that is cloying the right word? It seems like it might be the right word. It's almost too sweet. It's almost too intense and sweet. And then Soap Makers of Awesome Town by Barrister Man seemed to have a similar kind of sweet note like that. And I'd be interested to look at the notes and maybe see if they're see what commonalities there might be, if any. Sometimes you can add 1 and 3 and get 4, or you can add 2 and 2 and get 4. And they're different scents, and they just kind of add up to be that, you know? Let's take a look at our lather here. Not too bad. Let's just use that. All right. My face wet again. Definitely feel the stubble. Kind of a quick lather up today. But you can't be too quick because you do need the lather to kind of attach to your skin and bond and protect, you know. This does look a little dry. The Nacet blade usually works pretty well for me, so figure it might be a good blade to test with for this, my first time for this razor. All right, here we go. You definitely have some blade feel. Got a little audio feedback, just a little bit, not a lot. But the blade feels nice and consistent so far. It does feel a little Wild West because there's a good bit of it. I mean, yeah. Definitely more of it than some razors that I have, but it seems to be controlled. So let's just see if that turns out to work well. So I think I'm liking the soap so far. It was intended to tell a story. You can go to the website and read up. An explorer I think it's Henri Chatillon, who was in love with a Indian woman, princess or something like that. And this is kind of about that relationship in some way. And so there's some florals at play, as well as I think some woody notes, as well as that kind of the burning lamp. Maybe the waiting for the other person, or the something like that. Very smooth here on the second pass. Very nice. It seems is that first pass, it was a little on the rough side. I mean, not controlled roughness. It seems to have taken off a lot of the hair. If I have time, I'll do a razor tour at the end of the video. But if not, I'll get to it some other day. All right. And rinse. Lather feels good. Feels like a good mix. Wet and slick, but nice and luxurious too. I feel like I hit that on the head there. I guess with a 40-second load and 4 teaspoons of water. I'm definitely going to have at least two passes left over at the end of the shave. And this brush feels terrific. I just saw Scott has come out with a B9 bristles. He's still doing the B8. After some research, I decided I did not want to go for a B8. Didn't seem like it had soft enough backbone for me. Everybody always describes backbone in terms of wonderful or perfect, but that's not an objective measurement. So that doesn't help people like me who want either medium or slightly less than that backbone. This is super slick and delicious right now. This feels great. And final rinse. So in terms of result, face feels great. I got a wonderful shave. A little trouble spot here does need a touch up, but since I'm in a little bit of a hurry, I'm going to go ahead and forego that. Still pretty good shave. Happy with it. Comfortable. So beautiful piece. While my skin is still a little bit wet, I've got some Soap Commander Integrity. And notice that there's two kinds of Integrity as an unscented. It is menthol and menthol free. It's important to me not to have the menthol, because I like that better. The scent wasn't super strong from the Lamplight Penance, the soap. So it's definitely going to be up to the post-shave if you want to smell like that for very much longer than the shave itself. But I think I really enjoyed it. It is light. I do get it when I get my nose up into it. I might have to shave with it another time to see if it's too light during the shave. But I'm glad. I've always wanted to try it with these limited editions that are only released once. You never know whether you should risk it or not, you know? I didn't, but I picked this up used. Alright, a couple of passes of lather there. And this lather is perfect. Tremendous. All right, well, like I said, we have business to go to and take care of. I'll take out, there's the Nacet. Show you the insides there. Close it on up. Show you the rivets there. Some of them look more like rivets in the older version, in the newer versions, the 36. It looks slightly different there. I don't know that you can see underneath. Let's flip it over. Maybe that'll help you. You see these little lines right there instead of rivets? Especially over here on this side in the back here. See, there's these lines that you see, and that's a great way to tell which year it is, like if you're looking for one on eBay. Another way to tell is the height of the head here, but that's kind of hard to discern on eBay when you don't have them side by side. But here's the handle, pretty much standard for the U.S. Aristocrats, and some of the UK ones as well. And there's the end piece. More of a razor tour later, when I'm not in a hurry. All right, well, I'm gonna pack everything up. It's an awesome shave. I still smell a little bit of the soap with me, on me, around me. Happy about that. Very cool. Hey, you take care. Have a good day. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves. Thanks for watching. Hope there was something here that was good for you. Take care.